Good morning. Today I will present the client project closure and reflection based on the project carried out with the Lotus Veda School. The project aimed to improve the educational standards by the focusing on curriculum development, technological integration, professional development, and the community engagement. Throughout this presentation, I will go through the project key stages like findings and the reflections, where the project ends with the summary of the main conclusions, suggestions, and the next actions of the client, as well as the comments from with the client individually thoughts on the experience we gain. The Lotus with the school, in this we are highlighting the independent status of the unique educational approaches and the challenges related to the marketing and the enrollment. Here the school focuses mainly on the balanced development encompassing academic and extracurricular activities and the social economical growth. It serves the students from the kindergarten to the higher school, providing the continual educational experience. In this, we discuss about the solution model testing plan. In this solution model testing plan aims to ensure the robustness, scalability, and also accuracy of the proposed solutions before the full-scale development. And the testing process will involve the multiple phases, starting with unit testing to validate functional individual components. This will be followed by the integration testing to assess the performance when the different modules interact. The projects began with a structured plan involving to the collection of the data on the students' demographic and also on academic performance and the engagement levels. We would develop the evaluate a predictive models to identify the academic challenges after refining the models through to the iterative testing. We aim for the optimal performance to the better support of the students. Here the evaluation and outputs. Here there are the few steps. First one is academic performance. Analyze student grades, test score and the progress and the engagement levels and the feedbacks. Here the data was gathered focusing on the student demographic, academic performance and engagement. The model's accuracy was rigorously evaluated to ensure the reliability of the predicted academic challenges and also the steps was the crucial in the guiding our next year of the project because the main of the project is starting from the year where we can then follow a few other stages. Here we discuss about the solution model adjustments. This curricular develop there are the few three stages in this curricular development, comprehensive elevation and the improvement to align with the modern educational standards, and also the technical integrations, analysis of technical needs followed by the integration of smart boards and educational softwares, and the development the continued workshops train our users for the teachers to efficient use when new technologies of the methods. Here in this the current the curricular materials are undergoing a comprehensive elevation and important process to align with the modern educational standards. And these efforts includes the integration of the novel methodologies and also such as transparency approaches and the project-based learning. Particularly, there are few courses like STEM, like science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics areas. To support continuous learning, new supplemental instructions materials are being developed, accompanied by the frequent elevation to enhance the curriculum through the project based, and also where the assessments and the feedbacks of mechanisms throughout the assessment is being conducted to identify the institute technologies and requirements by the leading of the implementation of interactive to the tools such as smart boards and internal softwares. Teachers are receiving comprehensive training regarding that, and that efficient use of the technology optimizes the classroom's instructions. Here, the ongoing process of the development is provided through workshops and the mentoring programs, ensuring that the educators remain the proficient in the lost teaching strategies. And here, finally regular elevations are conducted by to access the impact of professional development on teaching and participates the ensuring continuous implementation in the instructional quality. Here, few amendments with the first one is accessibility of finance scholarship program, where we can give scholarship for the lower families with lesser income of the scholar. have been introduced, and the more flexible payments we can be kept. We can keep more payment methods like EMI type or some other financial social forming or pay in a month. And the promotional exposure, improved marketing strategies, and creating and putting into action a strong marketing plan rather than the school. If you keep putting on the marketing strategies about our school, it may develop or it may increase the students' friends and the community outreach. You have to be collaborated with so influencers like Instagram or Facebook where we can reach to the public. Safety and health. For the schools, we have to provide the safety and health because mainly the school children people who should be seen, the parents will be seeing the safety and health of the school surrounding and everything where we can following the protocols or the where we can follow the protocols or not, and the infrastructure. Here, the evaluation and the upgrades to the methods where school infrastructure is regularly evaluated and upgraded. Cost management, school, where the school financial resources against the requirement and infrastructure, the school buildings were good or the classroom were good or where the parents will see their children teaching the methods of the where blackboards and everything, etc. Here we can discuss about the data visualization and the communication of insights. Here we use it to various data visualization techniques of communicate insights effectively. From the interns, here we can see the line graph where it was steady increasing in the student enrollment and from the year 2023 to 2030, highlighting the highlighting the needs for the strategic resources allocations. Visualization tools help in the making complex data more accessible to stakeholders. Here, if you maintain the standards of the education, students' enrollment may increase year by year, and also we can maintain in the education strategy good and enough. Here the pie chart shows that the technology integration impact. Before integration, 45% of the teachers use the technology in classroom and student engagement 60%. After the integration nowadays, you can see that most of the teachers are using the 85, more of the like 80% of teachers are using the technology and the student engagement rising to the 80%. And if you increases it the future, it may increases to 100 to 100 also. Here where the teacher's confidence level and pre and post training. Here the professional development. Here we can come up the outcomes. Pre-training assessment. Teacher performance rating average at 65% with 40% of the teacher confidence in the using of new methods. Nowadays the teachers are developing to learn how the new methods. How can people can teach more or we can see that nowadays we can mainly we are presenting the videos presentation like online teaching and everything etc. But same as the post training students performance rating rise 80% and teachers confidence increases if the teachers gets confidence level then they can and easily can explain about for the students what they are going to teach. Here, the visualization shows that the community event participants have a heat map where the frequency and the impact of the various community events of the parents and students' involvement helping to identify the most successful activities. If we take the feedback from the parents, also what they're gonna accept, we can arrange the type of activities in our school, and also we can tell them that we are connecting this type of activities for the children to improve their knowledge. Here the line graph visualization shows that the parents and students engagement. Here we can find the initial stage of engagement where the 50% of parents only participating in the school events and 30% of the students involvement is the community outreach. If you increases the more than with the parents interaction, then the parents activity increases the from 52 and 75, and the students may also increases like 30 to 50%. If you maintain these activities, we can outreach them what we are going in what activities are we are going in our school. Here the insights. To the effectively communicative insights, it is important to summarize the key findings and also clearly using the visual aids for the charts, easier understanding, regular updates via messages and the mails or meeting or digital channels keep stakeholders in touch, and the tailoring communication to the audience interest and also the offering practical advice ensure inform that the design making encouraging and often feedback helps the designing address concerns, and also we have to furthermore give stakeholders participate as advice to implement the insight resolution of the inquiring of the problems which we have to solve. Yeah, here the potential hypothesis could be the implementing a comprehensive strategy that integrates the technology, professional development, and enhances the student support services at the Lotus Veda School, which is significantly improve the students' engagement and also the academic performance and overall the school satisfaction rate. Here we provided that the initiative and the supported by the adequate fundings and the active stakeholder involvement. Here, this hypothesis ties into the proposed solutions and they set up the measurable framework for accessing the success of the project, and also they based on the student outcomes of the satisfactions. And here, the hypothesis could be introducing a new teaching techniques in the integrates modern education technologies, enhancing the professional development and also the teachers, and expanding the student support services at Lotus Vida School. It will be lead to the significant improvements for the both students and the teachers' engagement of the academic performance. In this, it approaches if supported by the effective stakeholders and also collaborated with the adequate fundings will foster a more dynamic learning environment. Here, they additionally integrating the community partnership and also extracurricular activities into the curriculum will contribute to the students' personal and the social life, and the development in and the social development will ensuring well-rounded education. The success of this initiative will be measurable through the improved student outcomes and also increase the participants of the school events and also higher level of the satisfaction of among the students. Here where the teacher and parents should be participated with the children as well. In conclusion, the Lotus Veda School is a position for the transformative and also growth and implementing by a multifaceted strategy focused on a curriculum enhancement. Here, the technology, which is a multifaceted strategy focused and also a integration, professional development, and a community enhancement. The school aims to improve the social outcomes and student outcomes for holistic development. And here they enhance the engagement by adopting the modern educational practices, experimental learning, and maintaining the low student-teachers ratio despite challenges such as limited funding and also infrastructure needed. The school's emphasis on the collaboration with parents, with the local business and the staff positions, it will be well success. The ongoing commitment of the professional development, which was supporting the services, will strengthen like quality of teaching while targeting the marketing strategies and also help with increased enrollment. If these initiatives were effectively exhausted, the Lotus Veda School will be continued to excel as a reputation institute and also providing well-rounded and future-ready education. The recommendations, and we can follow from the next steps. Here, the recommendations mainly focus on the regularly updating the curriculum with the modern and disciplinary learning while integrating the technologies effectively in a classroom, supporting staff with an ongoing professional development and also to enhance the students' services such as counseling after tutoring and strengthen the ties with the community and to seek the additional funding through the grants and also the fundraising for the technology upgrades and the infrastructure of the schools and where we have to improvement the infrastructure of the school. Here the next steps, here we have to prioritize the implementing the curriculum updates and also the technology integration, the flow test in activities, and communication process with and also with the stakeholders, and also have to continuously monitoring the project outcomes and addressing the risk like budget constraints and the resistance to change the continuity of the plans to the maintain the momentum and ensure you have to the success where if you follow these steps or you have to recommend to the client where you have to follow to these steps and it will be better good. Client feedback. Here the client expressed the strong appreciation for the comprehensive approach taken in the project, particularly praising the emphasis on the curricular development and technology integration. They acknowledged the importance of the continuous professional development for staff ensured the effective implementation of the new strategies. And also additionally, they were pleased with the focusing on the strengthened community engagement and also recognizing its value, enhancing the school visibility and the support. However, we were raised about budget constraints as well as the pace of implementation, particularly balancing through the execution and also through the timely results. The client also highlighted the need to sufficient staff for the training and adaptation to the new changes, and also emphasizing the importance of ongoing support through the transition. Here are some of the client issues and the next actions according to the comments which are given by the client. The client issues are mainly having the budget issues and the implementation phase. Worried about the high budget would be affect the project scope, and also the concern striking the balance between the outcomes and the careful implementation. And after listening to the client issues, I have advised to them the budget allocation. Look at the extra cash and concentrate on areas which was the highlight impact. Like we are planning to the two online teaching. So on accordingly, you have planned the budget and the modified implementation of the timeline. Create a realistic phase, the implementation of the schedule, and also the and also staff maintaining or staff improvement. I require to improve the staff and during the changeover, the increasing the staff support for the students in education. Here are the key lessons learned. Here are the first importance of the stakeholder engagement. Stakeholder engagement is an essential for the project success as a early and consistent the communication ensure support and the smooth implementation. In the flexible planning is equal to the importance allowing for the adjustments based on the real-time feedback and the constraints like budgets and the time changes continuously. This continuous professional development is there is a critical for staff, enabling them to effectively implement and the new curricular and the technology. I mean, technologies are stronger, and the strong community involvement enhance the visibility and provides additional support. Here, the contributing to the overall success of the project, efficient prioritization and resource management are also have a key, particularly when the working within the budget limitations. To ensure that the most critical components was addressed by the first, and the planning will be the essential after the allocation of the budget. Yeah, here come by the personal reflection. This project was a valuable learning experience in the highlighted of the importance of balanced approach and the project planning, where the execution is the especially in the education initiatives. I have gained the insight managing educational project, focusing on the stakeholders engagement and the critical role of professional development of reflecting on the comprehensive. And here especially the uh, especially the strategies outlined for the Lotus Vedha School here, and the approach of the institute is taking the address both academic and the personal growth. The focusing of the integrating technology and experimental learning resonates with the modern educational needs for and the for testing the critical thinking and also the engagement. I particularly appreciate the emphasis of a professional development, and it has recognized the empowered teachers and the central to the student access for success. However, I also see a potential changes from the balancing the implementation and the ambitious plan which will be concentration limited and funding the infrastructure. The school's commitment to the community engagement and also support services in inspiring the highlights of a broader vision of education that extends beyond the classrooms. Overall, the Lotus Veda School drives to create a nurturing the well-rounded learning environment in the commendable and reflects the evolving the landscape of the education in today's world. The Lotus Veda School project hand-on experience revealed the challenges in planning, stakeholders involvement, and the staff development. Reflecting on these issues highlighted the importance of flexible approaches and also stronger community engagement and better resources management. This has led to conceptual understanding that adaptive the planning, securing the stakeholders buy-in, and the effective staff trainings are crucial for the further success. As a result, the future project will may apply these insights to improve the outcomes by focusing on flexibility, collaboration, and the capacity of a building. Here are the references.